went and did a video, and now we're back. We're in North Carolina, and we're trying to wake up. Fresh off the European tour shot.
Now, this is your first headlining American tour, right?
Yeah. It's, first, like, real headlining thing. But
Now, as an opening band, you guys have opened up for, like, Aerosmith, Guns N' Roses, Motley Crue, all the biggest bands. Do you think that you learned anything from watching all those bands play?
no. Yeah, of course, man. What are you yeah, especially Aerosmith. I mean, being, like, our idols, more or less. You go out, we went out there every night, and it's just like, you just sit there and, you watch these guys, and they come walking in the dressing room, and, you can't form a sentence because you're awestruck. I know I was, because Tom Hamilton's one of my biggest influences, and every time he walk in the room, he'd be like, so what are you guys doing tonight? I'd be like, us? Yeah. But it was cool. They were really cool. That's all the bands were out. But
We're going to be hanging out with the guys in Scrub.
yo, that's a long enough.
Sorry, that's really good. Thanks. Okay. That's great story. It's out the Reader's Digest. But now we're going to watch a video. Here's Skull Crusher number 5. Here's Ozzy Osbourne with Mama, I'm Coming Home. Sorry. We're here in Fayetteville, North Carolina, on the road with Skid Row. Now, I know the tour just started, but when you play a lot of cities, do you ever, with so many hotel rooms, do you ever wake up and forget what city you're in?
I don't even bother to figure out what city I'm in half the time. You know? I mean, I wasn't quite sure where we were when we got here this morning, so it doesn't matter. It's like when you get out there, then you're like, okay, here we are. We're in Fayetteville. Cool, man. So, if you keep track of it, you drive yourself nuts. So don't bother keeping track.
Now, a little bit earlier, Scotty spoke about the video. You guys have just completed another video.
Yeah, for Quicksand Jesus. It's going to be pretty bizarre. A woman by the name of Julia Haywood did it, and she's pretty much a performance artist, and she gets into a lot of weird stuff. Well, I don't want to say anything about what she did, but it's really cool. She, when she came to us with the storyboard and the treatment for the video, she understood the song, I think, better than anyone who's ever listened to it. It seemed like she knew what we were thinking when we wrote it, so I was like...
What were you thinking when you wrote it?
Ask her. It's too long of a story.
She knows.
No, it was all about, trying to keep faith through good and bad, because we wrote it when the war broke out and stuff. So, just that kind of vibe. But you'll see the video. Read the book.
Read the book. We'll be back hanging out with the guys from Skid Row as Headbangers Ball continues from beautiful North Carolina. Right now, let's check out a video from these guys here, Slave to the Grind. Headbangers Ball on the road. We're in Fayetteville, North Carolina, in the Howard Johnsons with Scotty and Rachel of Skid Row. Now, are there any new bands that you're into right now?
Well, I just heard the new Pantera record last night. It's great. We got them out on the road with us, and their new record kicks butt. It's a very heavy record. It's really cool. And if you come to the show, definitely come early and check them out. It's really great stuff, and they're a great band.
What kind of stuff are you listening to now?
I just got a CD yesterday, a band called The Nymphs. I'm not sure where they're from, but they're really good. They're like a psycho-punk type of thing. Kind of punky, Johnny. Yeah. No, it's really good. And also Infectious Grooves. Really cool.
Well, right now we're going to do our thing called the Ball Buster competition. That's when we take 2 new videos and we put them together and we see which one you like better. Then the winner stays and goes up against a new one. This is what we're going to do. We're going to play the videos. Now, a few weeks ago, rather, we had Asphalt Ballet going up against Warrior Soul. And Asphalt Ballet just won with 57% of the vote. Now, tonight, Soul Survive from Asphalt Ballet are going to go up against the Cult's Heart of Soul. Now, you're going to watch both videos, then you're going to call and tell us which one you like. The number to call is 1-900-370-0100. That's 1-900-370-0100. He's getting the phone right now, ready to call. But let me warn you, each call costs 50 cents. Here's Asphalt Ballet with Soul Survive.
During the course of the 4 years.
There. We're still here in Fayetteville, North Carolina with Scotty and Rachel from Skid Row, and we are going to be checking out them live later on in the show. Now, what do you do to keep yourself sane? I mean, when you're traveling from city to city in hotel rooms, is there anything that you do that keeps you awake, keeps you alive?
Well, usually on days off I have a 4-track studio, like a suitcase type of deal I take with me, but other than that, just watch cartoons and CNN.
So you're pretty up with all current affairs, right?
Oh, absolutely. I know.
And how about you, same thing?
Oh, yeah. Room service, you know, things like that, sleep. I like to sleep all day, and, you know, it usually makes for a good show.
Do you ever get nervous when you go into a city that you've never played in? Like, I wouldn't imagine you've ever played in Fayetteville, North Carolina.
No, we haven't, but, I mean, there's no reason to get nervous. I mean, we played all the areas around here, and people drive for miles to, like, catch a show like tonight, so they come from all the other towns that we have played, so, you know, it's no problem.
No problem. Does every city seem different to you? I mean, are the crowds in Fayetteville, let's say, different than the crowds in Detroit or New York City?
It's more like regions, like you're going to a certain region of the country, and like the whole Bible Belt, the audiences are kind of alike. And then like up in the northern, like you said, like New York and stuff, it's a lot different. Like New York and L.A. actually are a lot alike because you get a lot of musicians, right?
That's what I hear. A lot of bands say they don't like to play in L.A. because it's so many musicians that just sit there, and you guys like it when people go nuts and make a lot of noise, right?
Absolutely. You want people to go berserk. Like, you know, you want people to do the same thing you did when you went to see a concert, you know? And that's what makes it all the more fun. You got a bunch of people, and maybe it's an ego thing or something. You're sitting there going, yeah, you know, but that's what it's all about. You're supposed to have fun. I still go to shows. I did some of the Ramones when we were home. I was in the pit now.
So when you go to Skid Row, make noise. And like I said, we will be checking them out later, but right now let's check out a video. Oh, and in a little bit we're going to go talk to the guys from Pantera who are opening up for this tour. But right now let's take a look at a video from Skid Row. Here is Wasted Time.